सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Page 140, verse 16. न स्मरत्यात्मनो ह्यात्मा विस्मरेद्वाप्यलुप्तचित् मनोऽपि स्मरतीत्येतत् ज्ञानमज्ञानहेतुजम्. In this important chapter, Shankaracharya has introduced the primary illuminator and secondary illuminator. Primary illuminator is Atma, secondary illuminator is the mind. Mind illumines the world directly. Atma illumines the world indirectly through the mind. Mind is the subject from the standpoint of the world, which is illumined object. Mind plays the subject role as primary secondary illuminator when it is illumining the world. World comes under object. And the primary illuminator Atma is illumining the mind. At that time, this secondary illuminator mind gets the object status. Sakshi Chaitanyam is the primary illuminator, ever the subject, never the object. World is ever the object, never the subject. Whereas mind is the subject from the standpoint of world and object from the standpoint of Sakshi Chaitanyam. This you can never forget. Is it not? Easy? Based on this, we are developing the subject. How this Sakshi Chaitanyam we are not able to recognize the primary illuminator. Even though it is primary, it is almost non-primary. Even though it is the primary illuminator, which lends existence to the mind and mind borrows existence from this primary Chaitanyam, Sakshi Chaitanyam. But this is not evident for all people, because in Jagrata Avastha and Swapna Avastha, in Jagrata Avastha especially, this mind is so active, not allowing us to turn our attention towards this primary illuminator. Therefore, Acharya is taking Swapna and Smriti examples. What is this chapter name? Swapna Smriti Prakaranam. We are seeing. Once in a while I have to remind, because this is a big chapter. Since we are not able to remember this self-evident Sakshi Chaitanyam in Jagrata Avastha, we have to study about Swapna and Smriti, where this mind is not playing a subject role, mind is playing only object role. At that time you can easily recognize, appreciate the primary illuminator Atma Chaitanyam. Just as even though you cannot see your eyes, none of us can see our eyes, our own eyes. and we see everything with our eyes. What is the proof for my eyes' existence or not? Eye vision. I have eyes, eye vision. Chakshurindriyam. What is the proof? Have you seen? That I am asking. What you have touched. Have you seen? I am asking. None of us have that capacity to see our own eyes. But that proof is the eyes by which I am experiencing the objective world is the proof for the existence of my eyes. What is the proof for your eyes? You have eyes or not? I am seeing objects in the world. That itself is the proof for my eyes. I have eyes. Even though you are not seeing eyes, you are appreciating the eyes that you have because of that perception. You are able to see. Similarly, your photograph also, when you look at the photograph, you see your photo. Are you seeing camera in that? You are not seeing camera. But without camera, you are appreciating your photograph. It itself is a proof for the existence of camera. You need not see camera separately. What is the proof for the existence of camera? Photograph. This photograph itself is the proof for the existence of camera. You don't ask for camera. Why? Because of camera only this photograph is there. Examples are very nice. Similarly, the primary illuminator because of whom alone the secondary illuminator is functioning, because of which secondary illuminator the world I am experiencing. Sakshi Chaitanyam is there or not? When can I come across the Sakshi Chaitanyam? Suppose you ask. Acharya is going to say, in every experience of every object in the world, you are experiencing through the mind you are thinking, but really you are not experiencing through the mind. Sakshi Chaitanyam only experiencing through the mind. May you understand. In a dream, mind is that projecting the dream, mind is projecting the dream, mind is not playing subject role. Who is witnessing? Sakshi Chaitanyam is the witnesser. In dream, your mind is not functioning in sleep. So your mind is, the secondary illuminator is playing subject role or object role in dream? Object role. In remembrance also, smriti also, your mind, suppose you are sitting and remembering the class. I hope so. If you remember the class, you are remembering, your mind is not looking at the book, eyes are not looking at the book, you are not hearing, you are not talking, you are not doing anything. But just you are remembering. Mind is playing an object role only. Sakshi Chaitanyam illumining the mind which has got the Mundakopanishad knowledge. Sakshi Chaitanyam illumines. These are all over, lessons over. Until now we have seen. Now, this Atma Chaitanyam, Sakshi Chaitanyam, we have to remember. We have to remember all the time. This Sakshi Chaitanyam. I am Sakshi Chaitanyam, I have to remember I am Sakshi Chaitanyam. Is it required? Smaranam. Nama Smaranam Madri, Sakshi Chaitanya Smaranam is required. Vismaranam is not possible, therefore Smaranam is not required. Do you forget yourself any time? I forget myself, and I forget myself means who knows that? Who is the witnesser of that? I forget myself. Somebody should know that I forget myself. Who is the witnesser of that statement that I forget myself? Sakshi Chaitanyam. I forget myself means ahankara, secondary illuminator, forget some. That illuminator of that I forget myself is Sakshi Chaitanya. This is another example, nice example. எனக்கு பிடிச்சிருக்கு. இப்பதான் வந்தது கரெக்டா. I forget myself. I forget myself means where I am sitting and what am I doing. Some interesting serial or something and I am saying, I forget myself totally means exactly what you forget. Your body, your sense organs, your possessions, or whatever you have, you forget. Then who is the witnesser of that? I have forgotten everything. Somebody is registering. Somebody is registering. That somebody is called Sakshi Chaitanya. Therefore, that somebody Sakshi Chaitanyam can never forget. This forgetfulness can happen in the mind, in ahankara, the lower eye, but it never happen in primary eye, higher eye. Primary illuminator Sakshi Chaitanyam never forget itself. It is always illumining. What? Understanding, not understanding also illumined by Sakshi Chaitanyam. Everything is illumined by Sakshi Chaitanyam. Since we are playing the secondary illuminator is active, we are not able to recognize. That is the problem. But we have to study about dream and memory, remembrance without going to that state. That's all. Have to study. Look into the 16th sloka. Smarat atmanaha smarati na Atma is remembering. Atma never happens. Atma need not remember Atma. Why? Atma is self-evident. You need not remember. Remembrance is required when you forget. Vismaranam also is not there. Since Vismaranam is not there, Smaranam is not required. That is the simple meaning. First line. Vismaredva api. Vismaranam, there is no Vismaranam also, forgetting. Why? Aluptachit. Lupta means absence. Alupta, na lupta, alupta. Non-absence. Non-absence means what? Present. Non-absence means what? Present. Chit is ever present in artham. It is never absent. Chit is never absent. It is ever present. Alupta chit. Then second line he says, suppose mind remembers Atma. Mind forgets Atma, let mind remembers Atma. Manaha api smarati chet. Smarati iti etat. Mind alone remembering Atman. That type of statement is because of ignorance. Ajnanajam. Ajnana hetujam. That knowledge, that jnanam. In the jnanam, my mind is remembering Atman. Mind can never remember Atma. Pure mind doesn't exist. Pure mind cannot remember Atma. On the other hand, mind is illumined by Atma. Mind is illumined by Atma. Mind is the adhisthana. Atma is the adhishtanam for the mind. Such mind is capable of remembering Atma. Yato vacho nivartamte apraapya manasa saha. Mind cannot reach there. Because of which Atma, mind is functioning. That mind can remember Atma. Mind is jadam by itself. So jadam manaha, How can it remembers Atma? Okay, Chetana Manaha remembers Atma. Already Chetanam is there, why it has to remember? Therefore, these are all meaningless because of ignorance people talk. Up to here we saw in the last class. Now, Shloka 17, same page. Jnaturgneyah paro hyatma so vidya kalpita smritaha apodhe vidyaya tasmin rajvam sarpaiva dvayah. Very nice, important shloka. Paramatma, another thought by someone. Why can't Jivatma meditate upon Paramatma? Jivatma meditate upon Paramatma. Acharya is going to say, Jivatma is Paramatma. Why Jivatma has to meditate upon Paramatma? I want to share one more idea, a side topic only, because in Mahashivratri talk, I gave meditation on the meditator. Meditation on the meditator, I have to meditate upon my own Atman nature. Really speaking, that caption, what I have given, that teaching is only for Madhyama Adhikari, not for Uttama Adhikari. Meditation on the meditator also, Nididhyasanam is also only for Madhyama Adhikari. Remembering Atma is not required for a Uttama Adhikari. So meditation on the meditator, don't get confusion. So many talks we give only for the sake of beginners. Nididhyasanam is also for a beginner like student, Madhyama Adhikari only. Uttama Adhikari ki Nididhyasanam is not required. Not required. Because there are some Viparita Bhavanas, in spite of Shravanam, Mananam, I am not able to claim myself I am Brahman, therefore Nididhyasanam is required. Can Jivatma meditate upon Paramatma? A Jnani, when he knows I am Paramatma, there is no Jivatma separately. Where is the question of Jivatma meditating upon Paramatma? Clear? Suppose, as you wish, Jivatma is meditating upon Paramatma. I am the Jivatma meditator. I am meditating upon Paramatma. When I am the subject, meditator, Jivatma subject, Paramatma becomes what? Object. Paramatma becomes object. Object means Drishyam. Drishyam means Mithya. So then Paramatma becomes Mithya. Yat Drishyam, tat Mithya. Drishyatvat Ghatavat. So what is the fallacy? Understand now? Gnatuhu Jivatma Gneyaha. Let this Jivatma meditate upon the Paramatma. If you say unknowingly, you are putting the Paramatma into what? Into dustbin and ardham. Into Gneya Vastu. In Shastra Vedanta, Parabrahman is not a Gneya Vastu. Tatu Tvam Asi. You are that Brahman. When you are that Brahman, why you have to meditate upon something as an object? Whatever is object is different from the subject. Object is sarva mithya only. So Atma also will become mithya. If you do Atma Dhyanam as an object of meditation. That is why I said object of meditation, illa the subjective meditation I said. So students have to carefully listen. That talk also is not easy to understand. Subjective meditation, that is, I am not meditating upon Atma as an object. That is the teaching of Kenopanishad. I know that I don't know. I know, I know and I don't know. Kenopanishad student said, I know Atma as subject. I don't know Atma as an object. I know and I don't know. Is the answer of the Kenopanishad student. Have you understood? Teacher asked. Yes, Guru, I have understood. I know, I don't know. The Guru means a Sishyan. The student is so sharp and very intelligent, equal to the Guru. Yes, I know, I don't know. All students are confused there. Why he makes such a contradictory statement, I know and I don't know? Whether you have to say, I know, or you have to say, I don't know. But two statements at a time he does. What are they? I know Brahman and I don't know Brahman. Whoever knows this, they are all understood and chollit. Adi vere. Whoever understand my statement here in this class, they have understood Brahman. Idu vere. Already confusing statement. And idu or challenge madre. Ellarku bakku enakku puriyadha illaya. Then Acharya comments there what it means. I know Brahman means I know Brahman as subject myself. I don't know Brahman as an object, outside entity. I don't know. Now it is correct or not? Answer. Don't ask me what is Kenopanishad. Long ago, so long ago we have studied that Kenopanishad. So all the way we have to remember all Upanishads. In the beginning of Upadesa Sahasra itself I said, these are all Upanishad quotings only. Acharya just revealing the Upanishadic statements in Upadesa Sahasra. Okay, now look into the words. Gnatuhu gneyaha. Paraha atma. Gnatuhu gneyaha. Paraha atma. Nirgunam Brahma. Nirgunam Brahma. Same Mundakopanishad teaching vardi parungo. Nirgunam Brahma, Paraha Atma, Akaranam Brahma, Gnatuhu Gneyaha. Gnatuhu means here Jivatma. The Jivatma, Gneyaha. Suppose meditate upon that as an object of meditation. Gneyaha. Gnatuhu Gneyaha. Suppose this Atma, Akaranam Brahma, Nirguna Chaitanyam, Para Atma is meditated by this Gnatuhu, the Pramata, the meditator, as an object of meditation, Gneyaha. That also, Saha Avidya Kalpitaha Smritaha. That is also because of ignorance only. That is also avidya kalpitaha. Avidya means ignorance. Saha means what? That type of thought. Let this Jivatma meditate upon that Paramatma. Meditation vandale, it becomes an object. That is why Vedantic meditation you have to do after studying Shastra for a length of time. It is not objective meditation, it is subjective meditation. Nididhyasanam. It is not so easy to do Nididhyasanam also. Madhyama Adhikari also. It's not so easy to do Nididhyasanam. Without making Paramatma as an object, I have to claim I the subject Jivatma is none other than Paramatma. It is not Triputi. There is no Triputi. Dhyata, Dhyayam, Dhyanam. That is not the meditation, that is not Nididhyasanam. Where there is Triputi, Dhyata, Dhyanam, Dhyayam, that is not Nididhyasanam. That is Saguna Ishvara Dhyanam. Vedantic meditation is only meditation, I am Brahman, I am Brahman, I am Brahman. Okay, that is also Avidya Kalpitaha, Smrtaha. It is known as, it is said as, it is because of avidya only. Kalpitaha means imagination, superimposition. Then second line, Vidyaya apodhe. By knowledge, Vidyaya, by right knowledge, apodhe. Apodhe means badhite, negated. Advayaha tasmin So Advaya, Atma is non-dual. Atma is Ekaha. Jivatma 1, Paramatma number 2. Jivatma is small, Paramatma is big. This is Brahma. You have to drop that Jivatma, Paramatma binary. Two you have to drop. Jivatma eva Paramatma, Paramatma eva Jivatma. There are no two Atmas. I am Chinna Aal, our Perum Aal. அப்படி சொல்லக்கூடாது. சின்ன ஆளு இல்ல பெரும் ஆளு இல்ல ஒரே ஆளுதான். என்ன ஆள் என்ன? Paramatma only. Now who am I? Boldly you can say I am Paramatma. You have to say boldly. வேண்டா சுவாமி அப்புறம் சொல்றேன். After some time I will tell you. இப்போ வேண்டாம். As long as you have that vagueness, we are afraid of saying that, claiming that I am Paramatma. Because there is a Jiva Bhava. Jiva Bhava means what? Sarira Bhava, Sarira Abhimana, Deha Abhimana, Mana Abhimana, family Abhimana. So many Abhimanams are there. இப்போ போய் நான் பரமாத்மான்னு சொல்ல நான் அவரை ஏதாவது பண்ணிட்டேன், கோபம் வந்து அவர் பண்ணிட்டாருன்னா சுவாமினி என்ன பண்ண முடியும்? So Bhagavane காப்பாத்து காப்பாத்து. So let Bhagavan protect me. How can I say? Acharya says Advayaha, non-dual. There is no Jiva, Parama, two really. Advayaha, non-dual. Just as example, Rajvam Sarpa iva, Rajvam tasmin Sarpa iva. If suppose you see the rope as snake, snake alone appears. Tasmin means Rajvam, upon that rope you see as a rope. Is there a snake really? There is no snake at all. When you are seeing the snake also in semi-darkness, there is no snake. There is no snake. In semi-darkness, when you are seeing the snake also, there is no snake. By mistake, in semi-darkness, you are suddenly saw the snake. At that time also snake is not there. But really what you were seeing there? Rope only. Similarly here also you are thinking Jivatma Sarpa. Jivatma Sarpa upon Paramatma rope. Paramatma Kanum. Paramatma Kanum. Kanum enna? Engiyo irkar avaru. Naan Jivatma. It is not a joke, I am telling. Just as you superimpose the snake upon the rope, the moment you switch on the light, snake disappears. You understand there is no snake at all. Similarly here the right knowledge light. Anga light, inga right knowledge. Once the right knowledge comes, you recognize this Jivatma is none other than Paramatma only. Rajvam Sarpa iva. Advayaha only. Are there two things? Rope is there, snake is there. Rendu irukka anga? I saw rope, snake, that is Jivatma. Slowly, after knowledge light, Jivatma slowly merged with Paramatma. Jivatma, snake merged with Paramatma, rope. After light, Jivatma, snake, I am combining the example and Drishtanta and Dashtanta because you can understand easily. After switching on light, that is right knowledge, the Jivatma snake slowly merge with Paramatma rope. Nadakuma. Why? But people are talking, What people are talking? After knowledge, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, after few months, I, the Jivatma, get moksha, merge with Paramatma. Merge with Paramatma. It is just like saying this after switching the light is switched on. When light comes, bright light, snake slowly merge into rope. Do you make such a statement? Tell me. Are you dare to do that statement? Never. Then what is your statement? There is no snake at all to merge with the rope. What is that? My dialogue? Hai hi nai. What? Snake? Hai hi nai. Where is the question of merging? Shastra asking same way. Where is the question of Jivatma merging with Paramatma? Is there Jivatma separate from Paramatma? If you think there is Jivatma separate from Paramatma, it is because of semi-darkness in your mind. Your ajnanam. Rajvam sarpa iva tasmin rajvam sarpa iva. Like a snake you are seeing upon the rope. Like here also on Paramatma, you are superimposing this Jivatma. நிறைய ஜீவாத்மாஸ் இருக்காரே சுவாமி. நிறைய ஜீவாத்மாஸ் இல்ல, ஒரே பரமாத்மா நிறைய ஜீவாத்மாவாக தெரியற. How many tubelights are there in here? So many electricities are there. As many tubelights, so many electricities. Do you say that? No. But they are appearing differently. Bulbs are appearing differently. Light is also separated coming. But you know, internally, intellectually, there is only one electricity. Once you understand that, why can't you understand this also? Atma Chaitanyam also one, manifesting in different body tubelights like bodies. Example, I don't want to miss it. Tubelights like bodies, electricity like Atma. One electricity like Atma manifesting in many bodies which are like tubelights. Okay, that's why apodhe. Now, have you negated this misconception or not? Now, is there a Swami? Is there a Paramatma separately? Not there. Therefore, you can do puja on, this is para puja. We call it as para puja. I do puja on myself. Manasikama. This is called thanksgiving. Just if at all, if I want to do puja, this is called para puja. I, the Atma, am. It's not a puja. How I got this knowledge? I have recognized I am Paramatma. How? Gurus, Shastra, parents, Janma in this culture, all I remember, I show my gratitude to all of them to know this knowledge to get, who are all helped me. I just say thanks. Para puja. Shankaracharya writes para puja. Whatever you are doing, Shodashopachara puja is apachara. He says, you are doing apacharam, not knowing that you are Paramatma. Really you are keeping Paramatma as Jivatma and miserable Jivatma. Evla tappu pannindirukumo theriyuma? Himalayan blender. Paramatma ni keela kondu vandi. Avaniki oru jananam, maranam, punya, papa. And thinking that we are great bhaktas. Bhagavan Pathindirkar, why you are great bhaktan. And bringing me down to Jivatma level. Next shloka. Next page, 141, verse 18. Very, very terse, nice shlokas. Now this is called Mundaka mantra, what we read now. 212, exactly same mantra. Acharya is reminding us. Acharya knows that all Kesari High School students, Upanishad they have completed today. Let me teach that only. We'll read. Kartru karma phala bhavat sabhahyabhyantaram hyajam mamaham veti yo bhavah tasmin kasya kuto bhavet. One small correction. Veti is there. That double takara is not required. Va iti, that is veti, va iti. Now another question may arise. After knowledge also, I am Paramatma only, I am Sakshi Chaitanyam, Aham Brahma Asmi. After this knowledge also, I am mine and I am getting this result. This is continuing even after Jnanam also. Aham mama phalam, this result. Karta karma phalam continues. He is asking. Kartru karma phala bhavat. Phala abhavat. That type of question comes, Acharya giving the answer. Question is not there in the sloka. Question is not there in the verse, but Acharya expecting such a doubt. Karta aham. After knowledge also, Jnani doing certain actions are not karta. Doing certain actions karma. And phalam coming are not. Phalam is coming. So karta, karma, phalam naturally there. What will be there? Aham mama also will be there. These are all we are experiencing. Even jnanis are also doing the same thing. Karta is there, karma is there, phalam is there, aham mama is there. If you are grihastha jnani, family, mama. If ashrama is there, my ashram, my disciples, mine. That is commonly we are seeing. Acharya says, no, really they are not there. Abhavat. Karta nasti, karma nasti, phalamapi nasti. They are not there really. Karta means, kartr means here actor. Actor, doer, karta. Karma means action. Phala means result. Example, you see, wave and water. Wave and water. What relation they can have? Can they have owner-owned relation? Owner-own. Water and wave. Water is the owner. Wave is owned by water. Wave is owned by water. Owner, water. Water is owning what? Wave. You are all laughing, you know. When I give the example, you are laughing. How water and wave can have owner-owned relation? Possessor, possessed. Suppose water is saying, dialogue, wave is my property. Wave is my possession. Suppose water says, wave is water. There is no relation between wave and water. Wave is nothing but water. Possessor-possessed relation cannot be there. Similarly, here also, Sarvam Brahmamayam, Sarvam Atmamayam. Where is the question of karta, karma, result, this owner-owned relationship? Karma, karta, karma, phalam irkumbodhu, aham mama will be there. They are not possible in jnanam, atma jnanam. Karta, karma, phala, abhavat. There is no karta, karma, phalam, abhavat. Why? What is the reason? Bahyabhyantaram hyajam. Atma, Sakshi Chaitanyam is ajam. Brahman is birthless. Ajam nirvikalpam nirakara rupam chidanandam anandam advaita purnam. Similarly, ajam, birthless. Divyohya murtah purushaha sabhahyabhyantaro hyajaha aprano hyamana shubbraha aksharat paratah paraha. Today's Mundakopanishad Bhashyam Mantra. Bhahyabhyantaram ajam. Ajam means birthless. Who is birthless? Akaranam nirgunam Brahma is birthless. Why? It is everywhere, inside and outside also. Where it can born? How can it have birth? associated with the internal world and external world. Atma Chaitanyam Bahyam Amparam. Mama aham va iti yaha bhavaha. This type of thinking, aham, I am the doer, I am doing this action, I am going to get the result. This type of thinking is when it happens ajnana kale. Ajnana kale, when ahankara, secondary I, illuminator is real, suppose I take, then only karta, karma, phalam, aham, mama, all are real, as long as you have ajnanam. Acharya says, once you have recognized that you are Paramatma only, Akaranam Brahma only, this body is Namarupa, mind is also subtle matter, these are all only mediums, then you are the Satya Adhisthana Chaitanyam. Na bhumi rapo na cha vannirasti na cha anilaha ambaraha asti. Mayeva sakalanjatam. Everything is myself. Where I am not now. To possess something, mama, this is mine. That means you are negating that is not mine. Understand? What is the tragedy here, you understand? Whenever I possess this much property. Means what? That is not mine. That means you are degrading yourself. Understand? I am having this much possession. This is mine. This is mine, you say, means that is not mine. It is as good as saying that is not mine. That means you are rich or poor. You poor. You are poor only. Therefore, once you say aham mama, you are limiting yourself with limiting adjuncts. That means what? You are coming down to ahankara level. You are coming down to your lower I nature, which is not at all real. It is only body-mind complex. Ahankara, body-mind complex is made out of matter. Therefore, doesn't matter. Because of which Satya Atma Chaitanyam, that matter is functioning, you are that Satya Atma, forgetting this Satya Atma, and you are taking yourself as Mithya, matter, body, mind, complex. Skeleton covered with some skin inside, stuff venume. And the bomma பண்ணுவான் இல்லையா, துணி தைச்சிட்டு உள்ள some stuff they keep. ஒரு குச்சி, நல்ல ஒரு பேம்பு ஸ்டிக்கு துணி போட்டு அந்த வில்லேஜஸ்ல எல்லாம் ஃபீல்ட்ஸ்ல they keep that திஷ்டி பொம்மை. அந்த திஷ்டி பொம்மைக்கு ஒரு குச்சி பெரிய ஸ்டிக் இருக்கும். அந்த ஸ்டிக்கு என்ன பண்ணுவான்னு துணி போடணும். அது துணி சுற்றும் போது உள்ள ஒரு ஸ்டஃப் வைப்பான். அந்த ஒரு some dry grass like. You all have seen that. You have seen? Stick is called our skeleton. And the thuni and the cloth is called our skin. Inside dry grass and the stuff is called blood and flesh. How can you claim that you are? This is sentient because of me, Adhisthana Chaitanyam. Therefore, aham mama yaha bhavaha, this type of thinking, this is I am, this is mine, I am, this is mine. That means you have come down to anatma level. This bhavaha, this thought, this thinking pattern, tasmin kasya kuto bhavet. How is it possible? In whom? How is it possible? Katham bhavet. In atma, birthless atma, can it happen? Aham mama, this is mine, I am, this is possible in birthless Atma. Atma is one Satya Vastu. What? That is not happen in Atma Swamini. That will happen in Ahankara, body, mind, complex. I am a mother, father, brother, sister, this property. All are only Vyavaharika Satyam. They are second dream. They come under second dream. until you recognize their second dream, that is a real vyavaharika satyam for you. Acharya says, for a jnani, they never exist. Aham mama. Even the exist jnani knows that. Ahankara, mamakara, functional ahankara, functional mamakara. That is also not deep mamakara. Some taking care of the body, some mamakara is required. That functional ahankara, functional mamakara, minimum attachment, maintenance. For maintenance sake, minimum karma, minimum requires that also he knows it is anatma. With that knowledge if you do, no problem. Without that knowledge, if hooked to that, hooked and booked. You are hooked and booked forever. Therefore, in jnanam, it will never happen. Kuto bhavet, katham bhavet, na bhavet ityartha. It will never happen. When? In right knowledge. In a right knowledge, that is very important. In wrong knowledge, it is not possible. In a right knowledge, it is not possible. Next shloka, 19. Atma hyatmiya ityesha bhavo vidya prakalpitah atmaikatve hyasau nasti bija bhave kutah phalam. Now you see how many he is there. That means Shankaracharya, remembering the Mundakopanishad mantra 2 and 2, with the same mind he has written this second next sloka, 19th sloka. That is why he is coming, because of the mantra vasana. Atma, he, atmiya, he atmiya is there. He plus atmiya. Now, another question. How is it possible? You are telling it is not at all possible. Karta, karma, phalam, aham, mama doesn't exist for a jnani. How is it possible? You are telling so easily, and it is very, very easy. But how? Acharya says, I will tell you how is it possible. Simple. In this manner you have to think. Your thinking pattern you have to change. What is that? Atma means ahankara. Aham atma, I am. Atma means oneself. Ahankara. Atmiya, mamakara. Iti, eshaha. This type of thinking pattern. Atma, atmiya. My son. First I am, then my son. I am my daughter. I am first, then see, my house, my son, my daughter are irrelevant without me. Therefore, Atma and Atmiya. So, before Mamakara presupposes what? Ahankara. Atmiya presupposes Atma. That is Ahankara. Atma means not Sachidananda Atma here. Ahankara. நான் அங்கற ஒரு அகங்காரம் ஈகோ வந்தாதான் என்னுடையது அனு வரும் இல்லையா? நான் அங்கற அகங்காரம் இல்லாமல் லோவர் ஐ அகங்கார invoke and I give reality to that. Without doing that, mindness என்னுடையது அங்கற பாவனை வராது. என்னுடையதுன்னு வரதுக்கு முன்னாடி நான் அங்கறது வரணும். புரியுதா? அது இல்லாமல் இது வராது. Atma, Atmiya. That is why in our all pujas, rituals and all, idam namama, this is not mine, this is not mine. அப்படி சொல்லி சொல்லி பழகணும். இப்போ எல்லாம் சொல்றது இல்ல. இதம் நமமான்னு சொல்ல மாட்டோம். என்ன எல்லாமே என்னுடையதுதான். As long as you have this mindness, there is sorrow. You cannot be free from sorrow. Because that mindness is the cause for sorrow. Mindness comes because of I-ness. That I-ness, ego, ahankara, as long I give reality to that, deha bhavana, mana bhavana, all are belong to me. Adi vidanam, until you drop that, you are carrying the bag. What bag you know? Sorrow bag. Sorrow ondinde irukku nama kuda. Nijamava Swamini? Ama. Then I will drop. That much easily you cannot drop. Ahankara, mamakara, it is not just like dropping like hot potato. Ahankara, mamakara can be dropped intellectually by studying Shastra length of time systematically and doing nididhyasanam. Required lot of practice. Therefore, Atma Atmiya iti, within inverted commas, I-ness and mindness. Atma I-ness, Atmiya mindness, iti, within inverted commas, Atma Atmiya. Bhavaha, this thinking pattern, this notion of relationship. Mindness annale relationship. Ennudayadi anna artham? Relationship. This notion of relationship, avidya kalpitaha, it is superimposed, imagined, it is created by ignorance only. Ignorance only. Then what? How can you have this I-ness and mindness? Atma ekatve. Whatever you are seeing, this is all are neti. Inna neti. All are mithya. Murtam and amurtam. Body is murtam or amurtam? Murtam, visible, no? Whatever is formed, whatever is having form is murtam. This is also mithya. What is not seen, internal mind thoughts are also mithya. Therefore, all these are mithya. How can you have this Atma ekaha, Atma ekatve, asau aham mama sambandhaha. Asau means this ahankara mamakara relation. Ahankara mamakara has got relation. What relation? Tadatmya sambandha. Tadatmyam. Hugging and hugging. Mind. Nasti. In Atma, one Atma, how relation is possible? In one Atma, how relation is possible? Sambandhaha dvikotikaha. Relation is possible only between two. Atma is only one tikatai. Only one. Relation is not possible there. Therefore, bija bhave kutaha phalam. When bijam, seed is not there, where is the fruit? Seed means, if you fry the seed, fried seed, roasted seed, can you get any sprout from that? From roasted seed, how can you get a sprout or any fruit? Similarly, here also the cause for ignorance, that avidya, ahankara, mamakara is the fruit, phalam. Phalam of what? Avidya. Avidya is the bijam. Now this avidya bijam is roasted in the class. Avidya bijam is roasted. Roasted or not? I am roasting every class. Roasted ahankara, avidya bijam in the mind, antakaranam. Where is this aham mama phalam? Aham mama, then only karma karta phalam and all comes. Na idi panna della varnamanna aham mama. Aham mama is because of avidya. Avidya is roasted. Bija abhave phalam bhavati va na bhavati. Therefore what? Aham Brahma asmi. Where am I now? As Brahman. Aham sarvatra asmi. I am everywhere as Brahman. You want to be everywhere or you want to stay only here? You need not tour. You need not travel also. Because you cannot travel. When I say you cannot travel, it is lakshyartha I or vachyartha I? Lakshyartha I. Vachyartha hai has to travel. Anekatti camp, sadhana camp, it has to travel. And to recognize what? I need not travel, I cannot travel. To recognize, I have to travel. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.